Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm having the perfect start to the day with my cup of tea with look, the most darling teapot. Thank you for that, Philip. I got tea in bed this morning. It's a special occasion. Perfect start to Valentine's Day because we call it Valentine's Day here, because we all eat together on Valentine's Day. Our theme for this year is Barbara Cartland, the romance of food. Because yes, Barbara Cartland wrote a cookery book, and this is it. And it is awesome. This photo totally sums up the pictures of all of the meals inside it. Look at this. Each one has little figurines. I laugh whenever I look at it. It delights me so much. And a few months ago, Philip and I found this really retro dinner service in Emmaüs that we will be busting out tonight. It was specifically for this occasion, so I've been waiting this for a long time. And oh, Philip, we've got a pink one with a lace overlay, haven't we? Tablecloth. Yes. We can use that. Oh, this is just incredible. So as you can see, I've gone through. I have a lot of notes taken. I've been using these sticky notes. I thought they were perfect. Lovely roses and leaves, so it fits in with my theme. I have been having the best morning. As you can see, I have dressed for the occasion because I take Barbara very, very seriously. But I have to get up now because I'm going to meet my cousin. He has got to go to the mairie in Châteauroux to renew his French identity card, and I have to go to give proof of my address for that. And then we'll do a big food shop. And then I think the tree surgeon's coming, which means it's going to be a typical Lalande day of fun, food, and forestry. This is it. Another pink outfit has been chosen for the day. I'm out of the dressing gown now. It's going to be a pink day all day. Oh, cuz. I mean, that is slightly, it's a dark version of pink. Is that on purpose for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's still in my work attire because I was working this morning on Valentine's Day.
Nice, very nice.
But I'll spruce up a little bit, seeing as I'm taking a chatelaine out.
Well, I was working very hard too.
Yeah.
The Valentine's Bible.
Wow,
Looks
Barbara
pink.
Cartland.
Look at your faces.
Wow.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Happy Valentine's Day, Natty. Okay, so this is what we're going to be taking the recipes from.
Okay.
It's coming with us.
Okay, cool. It's just camouflaged against you.
I know.
The book is camouflaged against
It
you.
cannot be bad if it's pink, right?
No, it can't. But have you seen the pictures in this book?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Oh, got a bit Valentine's-y behind me. My camouflage.
As you do.
You just found them on the floor.
Yeah, found them on the floor.
I think it's a sign that I'm supposed to be wearing my pink sunglasses today as well. Have I got my face mask? It's not pink. It has got flowers on though, so there's that.
You let the slide down because it's all ruined now.
Well, we've started Valentine's Day with a very typical French chat at the mairie.
The document I was missing was your carte de séjour.
My carte de séjour.
Carte de séjour.
Now they're saying, of course, it's quite impossible to take a photocopy of it. It's quite impossible because it's been put into the system. And the system, the computer, hasn't finished registering it yet, and that could take several weeks. And until the computer's decided to finish registering the dossier, they can't add anything new to the dossier. So we must come back.
I saw the photocopy of my passport in the dossier though, so...
Yes, I was like, well, would you want a photocopy of it so you've already got it when the computer asks for it? Oh no, we can only scan the original at that point.
It's a good job we had something else to do here.
Yeah.
Then I would have felt bad taking you all the way to...
No, it's a fun little road trip.
Yeah.
It's Valentine's Day.
And I'm spending it with my cousin.
I'm spending it with my cousin. What's going on? No, let's get perfect food for everyone tonight.
McDonald's?
Oh, no, it's watching. I'm so zen after 16 years here that fine, if the computer says no, the computer says no, Anne-Marie. Just let it go.
Do you know what?
Said no. I thought pink rather than red. Obviously, I feel like the red would clash with our theme for the day.
Nobody wants that.
So, no
Nobody
one
wants
wants to
that.
clash. So pink it is.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be good. Now, it's a bit embarrassing wandering around with this, but I didn't write the ingredients out, so I've got to go through each one at a time.
You'd think we're in a library.
Melons. We need melons.
I found 2 melons.
I know
Brilliant.
it's Valentine's Day.
Here we go.
Focus, Anne-Marie. I thought you might like to know how we choose our melons, because I noticed Anne-Marie and I went into the melons and did exactly the same thing simultaneously.
Who taught you it? Oh, Mamina, yeah.
Yes, it comes from my grandmother.
Yeah.
You just smell. You should be able to smell the melon at the base.
Yeah.
And you also give it a little press. It should have a tiny bit of give. This is a bit hard. It smells very nice. So we only have 3 to choose from, and we need 3. So why are we bothering to check them?
Does it not bring you back to being in the south of France though?
It does, it does.
Every time I smell melon.
I need seafood. Isn't it going to be a great night?
I love, oh my God, with the prawns hanging out of the tomatoes.
We're not doing that one.
Oh.
No, but we're doing a really good one. Seafood in a melon basket.
Huzzah!
Here we're going to go for some gambas and definitely crayfish, prawns, maybe a little exotic mixture with some squid in. Now we need duck. It looks like a duck to me. Yes. Do you think
2?
2?
Yeah.
I knew you'd say
No, but
right.
there's not a lot of meat.
9 châtels, s'il vous plaît, et un cœur du berry.
Are you happy now?
That's a lot of heart-shaped cheese.
That's a lot of love.
That's a lot of love for the cheese course. This is the best bit, cuz.
Yep.
Heart-shaped brioche for Valentine's Day.
Wow. Now I've seen it all.
Toffee apples in France are called apples of love.
Well, they go all out, don't they, for Valentine's here?
They do. These are so pretty.
It's so pretty.
I love living in France. Never mind the administration. We can live with that. You seem to be zen about it. It's worth it. It's so worth it. We have everything except for the wine, and as you can imagine, in a French supermarket, we're going to have a lot of choice. Rosés. What have we got down here? The reds.
White to the bottom.
White to the bottom, and then what's on the other side is done more this way as well. They're the other drinks. Okay, so we're coming down here. My half French cousin, what's going to be good with duck?
Nice cooked Durand.
I love Côte d'Ivoire. Yes,
Yeah.
actually, Mamina always said, our grandmother,
or
always
Chateauneuf.
go for a good Côte d'Ivoire. It can never go wrong.
Chateauneuf.
Chateauneuf, yes. Well, that's even better. Wow. And we're going to get 1 bottle of white for the starter. And you're thinking a Puy Fumé?
Puy fumé. It's lovely with fish. There you go.
Lovely.
Puy fumé.
Great. You look pretty fascinated.
How can you not be fascinated?
Yeah, what a woman.
What a woman.
By the
Wow.
time that book was published, she'd sold over 400 million copies of her books, and she'd written over 350 books. The one was a machine.
Wow.
So maybe not only will we be all very much in love after this meal, but we'll become business machines, just pouring out creativity.
That's the kind of creativity that inspires me. That inspires me.
Home, sweet home. And look what I see, Anne-Marie. We've got pink blossom. So if I hadn't got those roses,
Barbara Cartland would be
Barbara can't be delighted with those.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lovely day as well.
It's a beautiful day.
And Davey's coming. What a day. I see Thor is already having a great Valentine's Day. He's found his favourite spot in the house, right on top of the car. I don't know if he's got any plans for tonight.
Oh, he started looking for company.
He started!
He started already, and he's with all his feathers, like.
Just in time for Valentine's Day. I've got back to find that Nick the tree surgeon is here. So we're going to go and see how he's been getting on behind the chapel. The area that they're clearing is coming on really, really well for Davy's new Jardin à l'Anglaise. I see a man on a digger. A man on a mission. Hello, hello. What are you working on?
Well, I'm just helping Nick clear this,
Yeah.
which is where we're planting, because Davey's here in a few days.
He's here tonight. He's actually getting here tonight.
So we're all panicking. Yeah, so we're just clearing this. Nick's, well, you can see here, he's thinned out the woods so much.
It's beautiful. It's actually incredible the difference it's made. My father would have been so happy to see this. He dreamed of woods looking like this.
Yeah.
Really loved them. The trees thinned and they can get big and healthy, get enough light.
And you can actually like walk around it now properly. And so he
That's
was
gonna
doing
be
all this in
heavenly.
January, and I got footage of that.
This looks incredible. I can't believe how much you've done whilst I was away.
We're getting there.
There's a transformation.
Well, if you come this way,
Yeah.
there's so much young growth starting to come through.
Well, that's great.
For the future, another 10 years, and it's going to look like a proper forest.
I can't wait. 10 years though, it's quite a while, isn't it? So
Not really.
mind you, look, the difference already
Yes.
is huge. And I like the fact that as it gets close to the house, it becomes more thinned.
Yes,
And
so
then it
you can
becomes
actually see
denser
through
and
it.
wilder. Yeah.
That's the idea, especially this top, this side of the path all the way around.
Yeah.
But we've got walkways already.
I love this.
You can come straight into here, but it's a nice big open space that you can actually use.
I am
people can sit in.
speechless at what you've done. And these trees are going to get so much healthier.
Yes. You know, in time, these beech trees will start to come through, the smaller trees. So as
what
these,
tree is this?
That's a beech. You can always tell because
Lovely.
they're tight and they don't like losing the leaves. That's why they make good hedges. I've got a bit of a miracle for you.
Oh, I like it. I like a miracle. That's what we usually need around here. What miracle?
Apparently, redwoods can be difficult to germinate from seed
Yes.
because of seeds, fires, this, that and the other. But they actually coppice.
No, they don't. The redwood's growing.
Yes.
No!
Yes.
Oh, that is a miracle. I was so sad that it had to go.
Yeah.
Oh, this has made my day.
So I'm actually hoping we might be able to get 3 redwoods, give it another season, well, another year, and then selectively choose the ones we want to keep.
I'm so excited. Well, no one could have given me a better Valentine's Day gift. This is so clear. I mean, all these years we've been like stepping over thorns and brambles.
And voila, baby redwoods.
They're not.
Yes.
Because they look like pines, don't they?
It is a pine, what do you think?
Okay.
But yeah, they're,
So
they're actually
many.
coming from the roots. It's coming off the stump. You look here?
What a clever tree.
It's just regenerating. So what I'd like to see is selectively whichever comes out the strongest to be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
So we end up with
Yeah.
ones coming up.
Superb. I'm so impressed, Nick. That's made me really happy. Well, it wanted to stay. Shows it's happy at Lalande.
Yeah.
It's just weird in fact because it's had such a long life cycle and now it gets to start again like a phoenix.
Yeah. But it's no different to what, when you look, the lime's doing, the chestnuts are
Yeah.
all doing.
Yeah.
You know, they'll start coming back from the
I
stumps.
mean, look at that chestnut.
Yeah, and that's just a year.
crazy.
And then you come to where the woodshed is.
It gets more and more exciting. It's a beautiful day. Look at that sunshine.
Oh, there's a rainbow a bit ago.
This is insane, Nick. How have you done this in a month?
There's a bit before Christmas as well.
Are you sure you didn't have a herd of elephants helping you?
But we've got these 2 done, so that's the walled garden safe at this bit.
Fantastic. Yeah, they were looming over that wall most
That's it.
menacingly.
And the idea at the moment is just try to get as much on the floor and out while the sap's down. Mm-hmm. Because most of this is firewood now that's up here.
Yeah.
And we get all this logged up.
I've never seen this clear like this.
Yep. But this is it. Just being selective with what you're leaving, what you're taking out, and mixing mature, young.
Yes. And I do want to start planting oaks.
But we've got some nice natural replanting going off as well.
Good.
Which is always better.
Okay, and well, it means that finally there's someone looking after it.
Yeah.
You're thinning around it.
That's it. But if you've got the tree that's decided it wants to grow there,
Yeah.
you've got more chance of that tree surviving than one that you put in and have to manage all the time.
Yes. Well, I'll
In
leave
a
you
lot
to
of the
decide.
cases.
You can tell me if you think there's more that needs to be planted
Yeah.
or that we can look after what's coming through. I'd also like an area of the woods for Christmas trees.
Which I'm going to look at over that side when I get over that side.
Great.
But this is all for the mill.
Oh, this is good wood then.
Yeah, this is most of this is millwood. for
And what
planks.
type of wood is it?
We've got a mix. There's the rest of the pine that's just here.
Yep.
Then there's some maple, some beech. The one long length of the redwood is somewhere at the bottom of here.
Okay.
You've got a nice mix of wood here and things like that. I'm leaving up because you can see the woodpecker holes in it where the little dead
Yeah,
one
the
just
dead
there.
one here. Yeah, that's great.
And it's not going to do any damage. It's not going to hurt anybody.
Yeah, it's not going to fall.
But you can see the woodpeckers are using it.
Yeah.
The real frightening one is that one with the bark missing.
But that's so tall.
Have you seen the height of that?
And that's completely dead, is it? Even
Yeah,
though it's got
there's no bark on it.
How tall do you think that is?
A good 35 metres, maybe 40. That is huge.
How will you bring that down?
I'm going to try and get a winch onto it, whichever way it wants to go, and bring
Yeah.
it into the woods.
How beautiful is this area going to be when this
It
is done
is.
as well?
I mean, you've got like the Scots pine
bridge.
there, but you can see the orange bark. And it's one thing that I love with the Scots is just the colour of the...
Oh, against the green of the
Yeah.
leaves. That's a very beautiful tree. And you're right, you see, I never really noticed it before, but you couldn't see the wood for the trees.
Yeah, it's nice when it starts coming together. It takes a little bit to get started, but when it starts opening up and
Yeah.
it's starting to see the benefits like you'd never seen that before. The chapel from here.
Yeah, isn't that lovely?
Yeah, just get the glimpses as you walk through.
Yeah, little glimpses.
And like I was saying to Dan, you know, when you sat on there now, you'll be able to see things in the wood. You'll see birds in the summer, you'll see deer.
I'm seeing the woods themselves as though I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
I've always loved the woods. They're such a big part of Lalande. The fact that we're completely nestled in them is very special. But I don't come all that often. You always have to stand over brambles and ferns. It's really hard to find any footing. And now it's clear, it's beautiful, but far, far more importantly, it feels really healthy. It feels as though the forest can breathe. And in the future, these trees that are still rather thin at the moment are going to be able to become thicker because the light will be hitting them for the first time since they started growing. I think we're going to see a big, big difference even after one summer. I'm all set up in the kitchen and I think I'm going to tackle the melon balls first. And admittedly, I cannot find the melon ball. I'm sure we have one, but I found the measuring scoops and I think I can probably use that. This one has elephants on it and it may just save the day. I have the flowers here ready to make arrangements later. I have my music. If you want to know what I'm listening to, I can't put it here because of copyright, but it is Barbara Cartland herself singing with the London Philharmonic Orchestra. Love songs, obviously. And I'm pretty happy to be using the book stand that Philip got me as one of my Christmas presents, but I probably didn't have to tell you it was him. I think you could guess it from the inscription. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Right, here are my melons. But I have to make 3 little baskets like this. I'm going in, armed only with a sharp knife and a lot of patience. The first incision is done, and then that's the next one. I'm just doing this tooth pattern all the way around. But I'm gonna have to put the camera down because otherwise there's going to be a little accident. What I've done is quite hard. I'm not very good at geometry, but I think this is probably right. I've left a gap here that can be the little handle for the basket and cut out one side like this. And let's see if this works. Yeah, that worked! Woohoo, I'm quite pleased. Okay, now I need to do the other side. Philip, you're not supposed to be in here.
Why not?
This is supposed to be a surprise for everybody. I'm trying to keep everyone out of the kitchen, but you've come at a good time because actually I was having real difficulty showing everyone how I was doing this. So you see, that's the handle of the basket. And now I need to carry on cutting it out around here in the zigzag pattern. It's way easier to do than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be like cutting a pumpkin, forgetting that melons really are much easier than pumpkins to carve. And this is very easy.
I mean, it looks very sweet. It also looks a little bit...
70s.
Yes.
When was this book published?
Fun with food.
Look, I'm having fun, so it's working. And that's exactly the feel I want for this. I'm going for the more outrageous things. So this is definitely the most spectacularly outrageous of the starters. Okay, fingers crossed. Yes! Fantastic.
I mean, it's fantastically horrible.
Now I need to get rid of the seeds and then start using the great not a melon baller. This is the great not a melon baller. These bits we don't need.
Why don't you have a melon baller?
We do. I don't know where it is, so I found this instead. Well, that's what I thought. Melon ball number 1, this is going to work.
Looks fine to me.
I just have to hollow all of this out, have to take all of the flesh out and hollow this into a little basket at the base, put all of the melon balls aside. So let me get a little bowl.
So I see 2 other ones. Is it supposed to be
It's one per
per
couple.
person?
It's one per couple so that you share. See, Barbara thought of everything. Let me just have a look at the date that this was published. 1984. See?
Nice.
1984. It's like going back to my childhood.
Shall I get a plate so you can look at the porcelain next to the Barbara
Yes,
Cartland
please. I want
book?
to start like planning it all in my mind.
Okay.
It could not be better.
It's terrible.
It's
but it goes
fantastic.
very
Is it
well.
wrong that I kind of love it?
No?
Kind of love it.
Also, is this the day that I can finally bust out all my figurines?
If there is one day, and there will only be one day, Philip, don't get overexcited. There will only be one day. It is today. Bust them out. Barbara loved them. Look at them here. Look at that. Just nestling right in there.
I've got a few from my grandparents, and I actually really love them because I grew up with them, and they love them. I don't love all of them, but I've got like maybe 5 upstairs that I really like.
Philip and I don't agree on the figurines, but come on, I'm glad you've got them
If
now.
you would have told me, I would have gone back to the antique shop and got those 2 little figurines that we saw there that you hated.
And that's why I didn't tell you. I am actually properly chuffed with this. That might sound ridiculous, but I am not known for my artistic skills, so this is super easy to do. Really super easy. Off to the next one. I am pretty wildly excited by these baskets and the way they just sit next to the little roses, so we can still see the roses on the plate. And now I'm going to mix together in a bowl all of these and season them with some salt, pepper, some lemon, and then mix them with the melon balls and put them back into the baskets and then into the fridge. I haven't even put the big prawns in because this is only using 1/3 of the melon balls, so there's just too much. I can't fit all of this in. And I've tasted it. It's so surprisingly delicious. But it might be because I also put one of these mixes in. Because I was a little bit worried. The recipe is quite literally just seafood and melon, nothing else. Doesn't talk about any seasoning. I put half a lemon in with it. And this one had mussels with garlic and parsley, calamari with pepper, and a sort of Mediterranean squid. And I think that having those flavours already infused has just given it the most incredible flavour. Now I just need to spoon it into the bowls. I don't think there could be an easier starter. And it looks so complicated. Looks as though I've made a massive effort. I am pretty happy. I mean, they're awful and fantastic simultaneously. Most important thing is that they taste great. And 1984 has arrived at Lalande. They're done. I'm going to pop them in the fridge and get on with the main course. I'm making the stuffing. As always, my mother says I always pick a bowl that's too small. Mummy, I've done it again. But Davey's just arrived. Davey, is it? Hello? Happy Valentine's Day!
Oh yeah, happy Valentine's.
Come in.
Just started raining.
Because how was the spa with Nettie this afternoon?
It was wonderful.
Right, the sun.
Yeah.
You needed that.
Hello, Steph.
Hi. I'm so happy to see you.
Happy to see you too.
Okay, get settled in. I've made the stuffing. This is just apples, onion, honey, bread, and it's supposed to have sherry in, but I didn't have any. It was supposed to be dry sherry, so I went for vermouth. And I'm going to leave out the walnuts because I don't think Valentine's Day is a good day to make my boyfriend sick. I've made too much stuffing, but I'm just going to put it around the duck. We can always eat it. And then these are both stuffed, full of that deliciousness. Now
That's a
I
very
need to
snug fit.
cover them in salt and pepper, and we're good to go. It's a very, very easy meal to make. I think Barbara probably liked falling in love over a delicious meal more than she enjoyed spending hours cooking it.
Didn't she ever cook?
She totally had a cook. The borscht is underway, so we will have soup. I just have to let the beetroot tenderise with the celery. I've got it in lots of vegetable stock, and then I will whiz it up at the last minute. So everything's in the oven, and I think, yes, I can go and get ready. I've come up to get changed, but before I do that, I want to show everyone my Valentine's Day present from Philip, which he made himself out of a candlestick from Rothschild bird pattern from Errands, which I love. I have a few plates in this. I love this pattern, and I cannot believe that he turned it into a candle lamp. It just plugs in now behind my dressing table. If you're wondering how he did it, he's made a video on his channel about how to make it, and I will put a link to it here. I found this vintage dress on Etsy and it was quite hard to arrange what I would wear as Barbara Cartland. I couldn't find quite the right thing. I think this is a little bit too big, but the colour is good. And I haven't had time to curl my hair because I was too busy downstairs in the kitchen. We'll see how it goes. I'll just bling it up with lots of pearls.
Look at the figurines.
I know, there's little figurines everywhere. Philip is so happy.
Oh,
I usually can't stand them, and now he's being allowed to bust them out all over the place.
my goodness me.
This is beetroot soup, which Barbara assures us is preferred to any other soup by the passionate Russians.
And the passionate Argentinians too.
Dave, I can barely see you. You're just a little head on a sea of roses.
Well, I haven't been called little since I was 15 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen, before you, you have seafood in a melon basket. As Barbara says, the hidden wonders of the deep evoke the mystic wonders of love. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very excited by the basket, Amory.
I just think it's really creative.
I'm going to try tasting what's inside.
It takes Barbara to
Oh.
really come up with.
No, I know, Barbara, what a woman. What a
woman.
legend.
Do you think I'm allowed to call her by her first name?
I'm not Barbs.
Babs? Babs. Babs.
You ready, Philip?
Very.
Let's explore the mystic secrets of the deep.
So fun it's around.
I don't know about you, but I think that the melon seafood basket seems to have been working over here. So far, not working on you two. Next we have roast duck with apple and honey stuffing. Note what we don't have. This is really important. We do not have lettuce. I made a mushroom salad instead of a lettuce salad.
Why is that? Why did you
Oh,
make
thank you for asking. I'm surprised you asked.
Why did you make a mushroom salad? With no lettuce.
Lettuce is one of those fascinating foods, says Barbara, which is controversial. Pliny said lettuce had the power to quieten sexual desire. There is a legend that Venus, mad with grief at the death of Adonis and tormented by ungratified passions, threw herself into a bed of lettuce to calm her emotions.
So,
I don't want to look at another lettuce in my...
are they afraid that the women are going to be like, let us go to sleep, darling?
Oh, you didn't!
You really are on it with the puns.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Valentine's Day is definitely working over here.
It's when you got some kind of medallion.
Sure.
So I would just like to explain to everyone that Amory is now wearing my belt because after this meal, I can no longer wear it. So Amory's neck is now the place for it to be, and it's my mother's nursing belt from the 60s. Yeah.
Don't grab hold of the other end. Dragon.
Oh.
I think that was wishful
No.
thinking, Amory. I don't think Natalie's even thinking about that.
Nettie's very sleepy.
Natty, poor Natty is on very, very powerful painkillers for a bad wrist.
That's
So
why.
Natty's just asleep at the table and very happy.
It works well.
Well, she's sleepy but still interested.
Was that a peak?
Always.
Was that a little peak?
Yes.
Yeah.
This incredible cake, the original Sachertorte, was sent from Austria in cadeau at the chateau. So we're so lucky we can have this for Valentine's Day. And I've got some very fat strawberries to have with it. I thought we were ready to go out, but Philip's decided all of the strawberries must be made into hearts.
Look, it's cute.
It's really good. Oh, can I show everyone your Valentine's Day present?
Oh, mine, yes.
It's a little frog.
I love it. Thank you so much. I love animals that are like made into brochures.
Yeah, they're really cute. This is the last course. It's a joint last course because we're also having cheese. Now, the French like to have cheese and then dessert. And the English like to have dessert and then cheese. And we cannot agree. So we're bringing them both out at the same time. And every cheese is heart-shaped. Amory, are you seeing this as a personal cheese board?
Yes, yes I am. I have so much love.
Oh, cheese plate stuff in this.
Right, well, the rest of us are going to stick with the cake.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining us on our Valentine's Day. I hope that wherever you were in the world, you had a perfect Valentine's Day, even if it was just treating yourself or being with friends and family. See you all next week, and night night from Lalande. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like because it helps us enormously with the YouTube algorithm, and for more Chateau content, don't forget to subscribe. A huge thank you to all of my patrons, especially the Dauphins and Dauphines of Lalande, Yadeland, Ether, Alice, Alan, Dan, Banda, Wailing, Banshee, Cecilia, Begum, Denise, Behrens, Lauren Bell, Jill Bidwell, Candice Blackburn, Donal Banakovic, Candice and Ed Borkowski, Brandon and John Michael, Paulina Calabra, Matthew Chupp, Gregory Clear, Linda Sue Concepcion, Erin Conklin, Zoe Dork, Sylvia Dem, Jim Demersman and Richard Patton, Nord, Sakura Dennis, Jason Doobie, Jackie Ellison, Nicholas W. Fairfax, Kevin Fossum, Fifi Greenberg, Donald Guttmiller, Crystal Hardy, Delane Holbrook, Kim Hasselhoff, David and Tong Henderson, Camilla Herrera, Jacqueline Holmes and Ken Bates, Karen and Mike Hopper, Sandra Hawley, John Hostetler, Melissa Jansen, Sandra Carafa, Brian Kelsey and Phil Burnt, Jimmy Kemp, David Summerlalan, Morgan Lawley, Angel Leonard, Lisbeth and Eno, Shelley Little, Janet Huff Lombard, Radhika Madala, Marina, Frank Martin, Grant and Erin McClune, Joanna Morton, Jerry Mullen, Karen Nicholson, Kathy Norrie, JC Award, Ellen Person, Wendy Piatek, Frank Poposky and James Snow, Tamara Price, Armin Rahman, Tonya Renee, Colette Retif, Hanny Ross, Mary Ryan, Elizabeth Scanlon, Sven Schreiber, Jennifer Shanks, Sharon, Rebecca Shorrock, Carl and Laurie Siebert, Teresa Sloan, Sabina Soatti, Nanette Solverson, Monty Stepura, Renee Valelli, Victoria, Jessica Walker, Laura Watkins, Lucas Wallen, James Whalen, Linda Veast, Christine Wilson, Greg Wood, David Young and Ludovico Ordinazzo. And thanks to all of you.